Okay, so we have a used wheel and we're trying to remove it from here. We have to make sure this gets really tight. Otherwise, if this is in the release state, this is the release state when these two meet. This is in the release state. That way you can actually, this gets locked in place, so you can actually rotate this out or in, whichever. So I'm gonna remove it, but then when you put the new one on, for example this one, you're gonna go this way, you're gonna rotate it like a screw. How do you do this? There you go. Rotate it like a screw. I don't know why. Lefty loosey. Oh, there you go. Okay, so now it's tight. And you see, if this isn't locked, you won't be able to rotate this the way it's supposed to be rotated in. So there we go. This is now changed. Okay, now you undo this. You undo this all the way. And then you tighten it tight. Now, so with this application, we're going to use Tripoli polishing compound. You cannot have water with this. So if you notice, there is residue on the bottom. We used pumice. Pumice, whenever we use it, we use, if you can see actually here, we have some pumice. You put water, it's powdery, it's kind of like sand. And this is the pre-polishing. It is to get things really, it's a step one of polishing. And if you follow this guide here, which I can download, you know, step one of the polishing is with pumice, and then we're using, of course, water with the pumice. So you have to be careful because this shouldn't be wet. So this is wet, this is with the pumice, and then you polish. This is not wet. This is with the Tripoli. It shouldn't be wet. So we're gonna turn it on here. Let me just get this Tripoli out. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold it like this, and we're gonna get some of this Tripoli on there. Okay. And the black will eventually wear out like this, and that's okay. And sometimes you can actually flip this around where it's spinning this way now. So we want to make sure this is so that things don't fly out. And I don't know if you can see through this glass. Glass for now. I'm gonna try to hold it really well. Put some more Tripoli here. Probably always try to hold it this way so that it doesn't catch on the edges while it's hitting it. It rotates away from it. So that's the Tripoli. And then pause here. Okay, so the next step is after the Tripoli. Again, we're gonna do Tripoli, and we're gonna keep this for the Tripoli. So then you remove the Tripoli, and then you move on to doing beige, which is a high shine polish. Again, with the beige, you can do that. Same process. I'm gonna just go really quick here. You know? This is the beige, and this is okay. So, not gonna go too crazy again, and then release it. Release it all the way. Again, I'm gonna go on low. I'm gonna do the keystone. Again, this is the high shine polish. I'm gonna do this and this. And then we're gonna take this to it. This is a major thing actually for dentures. When we're polishing dentures, much more important to do this with the dentures than to do it with night guards. For the most part, night guards are, as you can see, with the right hearing box and handling instructions that I've posted on YouTube, you get pretty high shine already with the night guards. So not as critical for the night guards, to be honest, but very critical for you can already tell, very nice and smooth, actually very nice. I'm going to turn this off. Again, this is the high shine polish. Okay, and we're going to release this. Please do not mix these three. Do not mix these. You can ruin the entire lathe by mixing them. They can be ruined. Do not put water on these. This is Tripoli, this is beige. Do not put water on them, and if you're gonna apply water on this here next to it, get these out of the way, especially on these stones. Gotta get out of the way, out of the water. The next step is we're gonna go to this side. Again, for the most part, you're doing this for the dentures, mainly to get really high polish on the dentures, not necessarily the night guards. You can do if you got really bad output with it. You can do it with the night guards. Yeah. So with this part, you're using a different kind of stone. It is called the Polystar Pink. Again, this is a different stone and a different, yet again, different piece here. This is going to be attached to the other end of the motor. Again, I'm gonna just pull that screw over here and screw it over here, just like that. And this is good to go tight. Okay, just with my own hand, I can tighten it. And then I'm gonna go here, lock it, lock it. Wait a second. I don't think there's a lock to this, so just gotta be careful actually with this, because sometimes there's no lock to it. It just gets wedged in there. Okay, anyways, this is old, but whatever, it will do the job. If you want, now both of them are rotating as I turn it on slow, but if you want this not to go while this is going, you can turn it off, and you can actually do, just waiting for it to stop. Okay, and then you can just, again, you can release this. You can. I think it's attached the same way as the other one. Okay, anyways, this is always off, but we're gonna go with the again, Polystar here, just very fine here. You can even hear it. It's very subtle, and you can see how it takes some of the stone with it. It's pretty cool. Okay. And this is when it gets really glossy, very glossy. The secret to all of this is not to mix this stuff. Once you start mixing the laths with different material, forget it. It's damaged. And look how shiny this is. Look how shiny that is. Beautiful. Now you may ask, well, how do you get the crud off? You take the steamer to it. I'll show you here in a sec. Super easy, but look how shiny that is. Super nice. This is very soft, like baby's bottom, soft. Okay. From here, we're gonna go to the steamer. And let me just position this properly here for you, so you can see it. And then from here, you can take the steamer. The steamer is very gentle, even though it sounds very horrific. It's very gentle. Like I can almost put my hand there and it won't hurt really. So just cleaning it off. I do see a little bit on here where it's not coming off. Yeah, I got it out. You could take the very final polishing wheel. There's a different polishing wheel, and that is this one. right here, the blue, to it and to the edges here, and you can clean that out. But this is the final result. Super sweet. Thank you for watching.